Okay, I'd like to call this meeting to order, and at 10:37, and let's do roll call.
Can we take minutes? Or not?
Sure, we can take notes. Thank you. Our secretary is absent today, and so Jennifer, and so Barbara's going to take notes for us. Okay, so
Thanks, Barb.
we have our library director, Becky McLean, our vice chair, Stormy Sanford,
Yes.
our chairperson, not chairperson, our council member, Barbara Winburn,
Here.
and alternate, Debbie Tabor,
Here.
and absent are Jennifer Meyer, secretary, and Sandra Bradley. Okay. So we had our minutes here, if everyone would like to take a look at them and make sure that there are no changes to be made so we can approve our minutes from the July meeting.
Mine's good. I move we approve the minutes for the July 7th meeting. I'll second. Mm-hmm.
We have a motion and second. All those in favor of approving the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Okay. Motion carries and the minutes are approved. Okay, so we will move on to our library director's report given by Becky.
So, y'all, I this is kind of end of year, and then so this is all the stats for the library. Also, I wanted to point out that in the top left-hand corner is the new symbol for Santa Fe. They've come up with a new logo for y'all, so that you'll be seeing that more. We're also going to have a Mae Bruce Library brand, so Tyler and I haven't made that yet. But, so the biggest thing for me for September, I will say that in June, July, and August, we had 7,100 people in the library for those 3 months. And so August, we really don't have a lot of programming going on because we're setting up for fall. And but this is the first month, and we had circulations was still 2,153. The active accounts went to 90, which was, we were pushing the library cards because it was National Library Card Month. So at the end of the year, we had 995, and compared to the year before, we were just a couple short at 998. Our volunteer hours were 85, which gave us end of year as 1,233. That will be really cool because of the new way we're doing state accreditation and things like that, so they're going to be super happy. Our new door count was 2,230. So September we had 3 weeks of programming, and so still had that many people come to the library for us. We're seeing an uptick, and my junior high kids are coming in on Tuesday, Thursday. It's the band kids, and so they're coming in. There'll be like 10 or 12 of them. So from 3 to 5, and then I have 4 mommy groups going right now. So they come to the park, and then they come to the library. So in our homeschool, this last week we had over 100 people in the library on Tuesday and Wednesday, and so because the kids. For story time on Tuesday was 24, and for Friday, the story time was 18, but then the bigger ones was 26. And so our elementary homeschool is boom. So we're super excited about that too.
So hang on.
Yeah.
So you had more than 100 in the library on
This
Tuesday
week.
and Wednesday?
Yep.
No, for the entire week?
Just Monday, no, just Tuesday, Wednesday. That was our
Each
count.
day?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So the value of the collection has gone up, and some of that is because the price of books have gotten so expensive, but a lot of that is I have 27,900 volumes now in the library. So the price was $564,000, and so we've increased that by $14,000. My book budget is still pretty close to the same for this year, so I expect to buy books that we need, and I've also got in a grant already. The member saved was 19,000, and that is for people who don't know library speak. What the reason I give that is member save. So when you come to the library, you check out a material of any kind, then instead of you purchasing it, then we purchased it at a discount for you, and so you have saved yourself. You know, it says on the bottom of your ticket how much personally you have, but the library in September saved our members $19,000. The number of internet users was 362, which gave us 3,272 using the internet at the library. And our webpage was hit 89 times in September, and so that gave us 1,274. And our web page is getting hit a lot. It was 326, and so that gave us 4,337. The number of programs maintains, we're pretty much staying at 35. And I'm looking at some teen programming for the spring because besides homeschool, our chess club dismantled, it just, nobody's doing that. So we're just looking for teens, but they're not real receptive as far as coming to the library right now. So, but anyway, we had 398, which is huge for us in the library for programming. And passive programming is a new category for accreditation. Passive programming is all the take-home crafts, all the coloring table that we have in the library. Every time somebody comes in and just sits and reads, then that, or they do something we've given out as free, color page, or, you know, like some of the mommy groups will come in, the kids are doing puppets, they're sitting there coloring, you know, relaxing or chatting or something like that. The number of children in programs was 226. We had 30 teens, and then I had 132 adults, which gave us, in the programs, 853 for September, and that gave us 6,307. So I didn't do it for 2024 because those were scored differently, so if you don't see a number, I can't do apples to apples. Upcoming important dates for y'all is October 16th is our Friends meeting. They are at 2 o'clock now on Thursday, the third Thursday of every month. So it's October 16th, November 20th, and December 18th. On the 10th of this month, which is this week, I believe, they're coming in at 10 a.m. because we are making special medals, and we're making the awards for the fun run. And so if anybody can help with that, we'd greatly appreciate it. And then the fun run is November 1st. The last I heard, I think we had 15 runners. It's probably more. There's groups that are coming in. And then November 20th, I know that we're going to be needing to make 200 more ornaments for Christmas in the Park. And Christmas in the Park is December 5th. So some in November, they want to do, we're going to do the little reindeer, but I don't, we lost Jenna, so we're down a person, and so I don't have time or place somebody to paint all the clothespins brown. And so what I'm asking for this October is a time and a place we'll set it up, and people just come in and paint so that we'll have everything ready to bag on November 20th.
Now, what about Vicki had mentioned cutting out things?
Yes, I have 3 or 4 of y'all that have come in. So what we're needing is we've only got, we're down on volunteers. I don't have my teenagers coming in. Yeah. I have 4 instead of 12. And so so I don't have anything to cut out because she's out this week. But so we need that. And then if you don't mind tracing, we need the big blow up pictures. You sit there we put it on the wall and you trace the picture on the white paper so they can color it. And then you black it out. So those kind of things. And then some of my senior friends have come in and they're wanting to take it home. So Julie has to get that set up so that they can take it home and cut it out. And some of it's just laminating, you know, so it's just little bitty things that we need throughout the day or like Friday and Saturday, they're sitting there today cutting out the take-home craft for tomorrow, so at the library today. So it's just all hands on deck because the sheer number of people coming to the library now is so much bigger than it was last fall that we're checking out books and making sure everybody's safe and all that, and so it's just a time, you know. So I put the plea to Vicki, and I was like, hey, and then people showed up last week, and Julie was out. So I've just asked everybody to wait, and then I'll email out and say, hey, I've got 5 projects that need to go. So
okay, so you'll let us know.
I'll let y'all know.
Okay.
Yeah. And that is, that's all my report.
The only thing I have is the,
Yes.
I'm trying to put some of these in, maybe I can actually do some of these.
Uh-huh.
December 5th is a Friday, so Christmas in the Park is,
They moved it to a Friday.
It is?
I do not, yes, and I don't know the time yet.
oh, okay,
Parks, as far as I know, Parks Board has not set the time, but it has moved to Friday. So in Christmas, you have Christmas in the Park on the 5th, and then you have the Christmas Parade by the Chambers on the 6th.
Okay.
And then so that's everything for us. The library's having their Christmas parties on the 16th and 17th, so we always have set up.
Okay.
Oh, and the Friends also voted last month and this month. They are, just to help me keep the morale of the staff up, this month is, the week of the 19th in October is National Library, Friends of the Library Week. And during that week, they're going to provide us lunch. And so they did it last month. It was really nice. And, it's just something we didn't have to worry about. So it's like, here's your food, we ordered it. But the week of the 19th, so they are going to do, they're setting up a fun run table on the 21st and 22nd. And that's because of all the mommies that come in. And I'm pretty sure that's be like 10:30 to 12 or 12:15. So that's the 21st and 22nd. And that'll just be in the library. So getting people, we're at 32 members, but a lot of the members are business members, so we don't have a lot. So my library meetings are 8 to 10 people. And some of them have health issues and stuff, and so it's dwindling. So I'm trying to get more people in the Friends group.
Yeah, I know, I'm trying to see if the 2 o'clock actually is gonna be better for me.
Yeah.
So I know I can't do the October, but I'm like, maybe I can do the November. So that's why I was being really intentional with looking at this to see if I actually will be able to.
So you mentioned Jenna's no longer there. Is that
Correct.
a budget cut or
Yes.
is that? Okay.
Well, she left, not for her personally, she is doing graphic design, and she got offered an internship in graphic design, and so she couldn't do that in 20 hours of school. And so she was, or 20 hours on her program, and then she had 4 classes,
Right.
and 2 of them are back-to-back math, and so she was like, no. So she was trying to graduate in December. I don't know if that's still the plan. She'll graduate in May from COM, and then she's really hoping to get one of the graphic design. And she's done the graphic design for Rudy, and they've won awards on their packaging. So I told her, I said, put that in your portfolio, because every time you win an award, that's an award winner. So we were devastated. It's been hard because she's just such a happy person, but it was very hard. And then looking over and seeing her desk empty, so I purposely have been going back there and doing paperwork and things like that, just to put a person back there, and to help watch the computers and stuff like that. But if any one of us is out, the other's got to step up. So Kathy has been stepping up with the circulation desk and helping with Teresa when Teresa has to be out. And then if Julie or Deanna are out, then I'm stepping in to help with those. And so it just we're just a family. So just keeping it going. Hopefully, we will get that position back, but I think the more we're really intentionally showing growth, not adding to the numbers, but the growth is there. So I think if the growth continues, then, we might actually have to go from part-time to full-time. I don't know, but it's sustainable at the moment, but it depends on how the growth is,
So right now, Jenna's position is not one that you're looking to fill.
We cannot fill it at the moment. We don't have the funding to do that. So, and it was very nice. I mean, Seth is very cool about letting us know and all that. So, I just I'm not counting on when, me, I'm always going to ask, they joke around about the parking lot all the time. So, I'm like, well, I need stripes on the parking lot. So, but Devin, I'm working with EDC too, and as grants come available, I'm going to work with them and see if we can't get more funding and mutual grants. And Moody Garden, it's not Moody Gardens. It's
Family or what?
Yeah, they have a grant that comes out usually in November, and that's a construction one. And so I'm really gonna, the rest of this month, I'm gonna try find it and then work on that one too, and see if we can't get a parking lot or something else in addition. So, yeah.
Thank you. You're
welcome.
doing awesome.
And I don't see it on your report, but I happen to know that Kathy Dunbar resigned.
Yes, yeah, that just happened on, okay, sorry about that. That happened last Thursday after the minutes had gone out. Kathy Dunbar is our Galveston County Library board member for the whole, we have, the librarians have a board that we don't report to, but they just help us out, all of Galveston County. They only meet on April and October, and it's always the second Tuesday, and it's at 10:30. But I would really like a library board person to, Stephanie's gonna go to the one next week, but in April, I'd really like to have somebody that wouldn't mind doing that with us. But it's, you go to the board, you basically take my report, and I either give it to all the libraries, or, and then they vote on certain things, so they have to vote on our budget and for the county and do county level stuff. So they're that advisor. So it's really simple. You get free lunch. You know, we ride together or whatever. You know.
So Kathy resigned from that library
Yes.
system board?
Correct.
Okay.
Yeah.
Not the Friends or?
No.
Not local?
Yeah, not local. This is Galveston County.
System.
So it's a library system. So I just think about it and let us know, Stephanie know or I know, if you would like, and then I'll submit your name to Rosenberg, because they're our executive library, and we will get that. So, yeah, so that happened on Thursday, yeah. So if anybody's interested in that.
Keep us posted. Let us know.
But like she said, I'm gonna go to the one in October, but I've been a few times before. It's a couple hours, you get to learn about all the other libraries and what they're doing, and they are very cooperative of trying to help y'all, or help some of the smaller libraries get the connections that they need to make their things happen. So if you are interested, let me know, and we'll
Yeah,
go from there for April.
they got us, at that meeting one time, we were Helen Hall was getting rid of Legos, and they gave the smaller libraries, me and Hitchcock, they divided their stuff and gave us, we ended up with 4 Rubbermaid tubs of different kinds of blocks, you know, so for the kids. And so, yeah, so that's the kind of thing that happens at that meeting.
Okay.
Okay, any other questions for Becky? All right, so let's move on to new business. And, well, this is old business. Anyway, so last time we were discussing, or we handed out our bylaws that we were reviewing. And did everyone see those? I sent out the main corrections in the bylaws that I sent y'all. And we needed to discuss them today and then do an approval at the end. So we'll just start with the first. Did anyone find anything before Article 4 that needed to be discussed? Okay. Well, then we'll start with mine. So beginning in Article 4 in Section 5, that's the ex officio members. Basically, the language in this just doesn't match up with the rest of the bylaws, and so we would need to change the phrase librarian, parentheses, director, and parentheses to library director. And that just evens it out with the rest of the language in the thing. And in Section 6, which is nominations, again, just a language thing, adding the word "the" to chair of the board, so that it's correct all the way through the document. Okay. In Article 5, under Section 3, which is special meetings, there's just a typo. So where it says the word special meeting, it should be plural with an S.
Did you already change it?
Yes, so, well, technically, the document I sent you is one that shows the changes. It
Oh,
doesn't
okay.
show up on the phone.
Oh, okay, okay. I was like, wait a minute, is
But
it
when you
changed
open
already?
it as a Word document, it shows them just as suggested changes.
Oh,
We
okay.
actually have to approve them before I.
Right, yes. Well, I just wasn't finding an error, so I was like, where, what is?
I wrote them all down.
Yeah.
down.
Like, what am I don't see it, but sure, yes, I'm sure
Most
Stephanie
of
knows.
Most of the issues were simple
Technicalities,
typos.
yeah, okay.
And so, as is in Article 6, that very first line, initially said through, THRU, and it should be the word through.
Right. I got it, I see it, corrected.
Okay, so those are all of our technicalities.
Yeah.
Now, in Article 9, this is actually the Friends of the Library section. So, a couple of things with this is that we don't have control over some of these things because we are not the Friends of the Library, we are the board. And so some of these things, we just need to communicate with the Friends that this is supposed to be happening. So I got ahead of myself. Number one, in section 2, in the mission statement, it doesn't actually expressly say currently that they're a 501c3. And I think we need to expressly say that so that
Everybody knows.
everybody knows and it's very clear in our bylaws and theirs. And then, okay, in section 4 is where we get into some things that we don't have a lot of control over, but we need to verify with the Friends that it's happening, which is we're supposed to have a formal liaison with the Friends of the Library. This has never really been an issue because most of the board members were actually Friends of the Library. However, because of some changes in meeting times and stuff, that's no longer the case. So we do need to, I guess, assign a formal liaison to the board or to go to the Friends meetings or at least communicate with the Friends so that we know from them, not just from the library director's report, exactly what's going on with them. And
I wonder if that's something that we could, like, it's not something that now that the time has changed, like, I know for sure I can go in November. You know, if I put that on I'm gonna go. But like the October one doesn't work. I wonder if that's something that we could just like email, and I'm saying you, we as in you, like a couple weeks before each meeting, just saying, like Stephanie to all of us, hey, the meeting's October 16th. Which one of us can go this month?
right,
Like that kind of thing? Can we, does it have to be like, do we actually have to say, oh, I'm gonna be, because I know I can't do it. Like I can't volunteer myself because I know every month I can't make it because I haven't been in forever. But I'm happy now that maybe I can actually do one.
well, in our bylaws, it currently states that we are supposed to elect a liaison. I mean, we could change that. That's what we're doing now is making
Yeah.
changes. So we could say that it's, I don't know how we would word that, but saying, like you said, because before, I think everyone on the board was in Friends, and that's not the case.
Not the case,
I
yeah.
think Barbara's the only person who's actually regularly with the Friends now.
I know. I want to go, it just never works, but,
So we
I mean,
can,
unless you want to do it, Barbara, and then, but when you can't go, you say, guys, I can't go, because like, I know for sure I'm going to go to that one.
Yeah, I mean, it's just like anything. It's like this board.
Yeah.
I mean, you go if you can, you
Yeah.
know, I mean, but the expectation is that they know, the Friends know that this person, this liaison, if they have something that needs to go back up to the advisory
A
board.
specific
that's-
liaison
that's
to
that
relate the
person.
information,
Yeah,
okay.
so,
Do
yeah.
you want to do that if you're more able to attend than
Sure.
someone like
Sure,
me?
That's not a big deal. I mean, I'm
so
right
then
there.
we can formally elect you, I don't think at this meeting, at the next meeting.
Yeah.
As the liaison, okay, so, let me write that down before I
Maybe you
forget.
can always email us, like if you know you can't attend.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Okay, okay,
So we'll do that at the January meeting.
okay.
And, or can we do that today, because we're doing officers?
Hey.
Okay, let's do it today. Let's do it today. We'll do it with the officers. Okay. And, but that leads into the next problem that we're having with the Friends section of the bylaws is that they're supposed to actually get approval for their dues and their special committees and committee chairs, which has not happened to my knowledge previously. And so having an official liaison would keep that on their mind to let us know, because they actually start doing that in, do they still do it in January?
January.
Or did they change? Okay.
No, it's January.
So, okay, so that'll work perfectly because then, okay,
Yeah.
so this is all a non-issue now. So we can just say, great job.
That'll all
Let's
work.
add that 501c3 language and that we had already discussed last week. And, not last week.
Last
Last time
meeting.
we were here.
Yeah.
And then Great. So the final thing was just changing the date that they're actually approved, but we can't do that until they actually approve them in city council. So there's all of our problems.
What needs to be approved by city council?
So at the end, in Article
Oh.
10,
Yeah.
it actually has a date that they are approved.
City council on the day of Lincoln.
And we can't do that until they have a date to give us.
Yeah.
So that, of course, will change at the time of.
Okay.
So,
Well, I move to approve the bylaws as reviewed together here, with the corrections that you have listed. Yeah. Thank you for.
I'm so
Something else?
sorry.
We can't do
There has
that.
been
Can't
one
do the
more
motion.
question,
Yes.
So let's
Yes.
table that motion.
Yes, okay.
It has been brought to my attention that now that we are videotaped and everything,
Oh.
that the city actually takes our minutes for us.
Okay.
Do we want
Yes.
to remove the secretary position?
Yes, and I'm glad you said that because I was thinking, I appreciate you doing notes today, but I was thinking we don't need 2 sets of minutes, right? Since it's mandatory now that we are live and that the city take the minutes.
These are our official minutes that are
So
signed.
we
and put into-
probably need to remove the secretary position.
Yeah.
I would,
Or if you want to say that whoever the city serves as our secretary. We
Yeah,
still
that's great.
need a
That's good.
secretary, but
Right.
we can say, the secretarial duties will be handled by
The city.
the city,
Okay, so this is not
city of Santa Fe staff or whatever, city staff.
the minutes from last time and not at all the bylaws. Great, so we can say, just like you said, let me find it again.
Section 4.
Thank you.
thanks, Dory, I'll stop writing. Yeah, stop writing. I was thinking, I appreciate you doing it, but I was thinking, you don't need to be writing.
So in Article 4,
Don't need to.
not 15, Article 4,
Article 9. Article 9.
Oh, you're right,
You're fine. Article 9, Section 4. Officers.
Yeah, I know, give her mine.
it is Article 4.
Oh, there's one in Article 4
Article
too.
4, Section 4. I did not bring my glasses, you're right, thank you.
Okay.
So I'm having a
She's
little
too young,
bit
she
of
can actually
trouble.
read that.
I'm not.
Well, I can't read anything.
It says that the officers of this board shall consist of a chair, a vice chair, and a secretary, and they shall be elected annually, which is today. Vacancies in the office, blah, blah, blah. So what we're saying is that we just remove "and secretary," so we'll just say the board shall consist of a chair and a vice chair, period. And that we can finish the language, and then at the end of that paragraph, I believe we should say, the city shall act as the official secretary.
Yeah. A city representative, or the city, but however, I don't know.
She the city
The
secretary?
the city will serve to function as a
The
secretary.
city secretary does the city secretary actually does all the other board's minutes. And then it could be Lori too, though. She's the assistant secretary.
A city,
So
For
you
the
want,
language.
yeah,
So
can we just say city
City.
staff?
how about a
Is that
city
too general?
representative?
Yeah, representative.
Representative, that's a little nicer, yeah.
A city.
will conduct all secretarial roles, I guess. Or secretarial duties.
Will
Conduct.
conduct secretarial duties.
Yeah, all secretarial duties, or just secretarial duties, doesn't be all, I mean, we all know what that means, everything.
Duties, full stop.
Yeah. Good, thank you, Betty, for
That's
thinking of that,
awesome.
yeah.
And then on the officers under Friends of the Library, we got to take out secretary and treasurer then, because it's not in number 4.
Okay.
Is that right? No, this is
No,
Friends of the
because
Library?
That's the Friends of the Libraries.
Okay.
Officers, not ours.
Okay, gotcha.
Right, that's theirs.
So they can
And they
make
need
their
those.
choices.
Yeah,
as
gotcha.
they
Okay.
see fit. Okay, great, so we need to add this.
That's a good thought, yeah. I was wondering, I was thinking it's double dipping, she doesn't need to do that, you know? Jennifer can actually just participate in this. And
We can,
Yeah.
that'll be great, awesome. Okay, now,
Yes. Oh, yes, I move to accept the bylaws as presented with corrections. Thank you.
okay, so we have a motion, do we have a second?
Oh, that would,
Can I do that?
Yes,
as
you
an
can, 'cause
alternate?
Your quorum today.
Today,
Okay.
not quarantined.
yes.
So we have a motion by Stormy, a second by Debbie. All those in favor of approving the minute, or the bylaws as corrected, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay.
Sound great.
Motion carries. Great job, guys. All right, so our next item of business is the selection of board officers, which now is just a chair and a vice chair. We have previously discussed that it would be a continuing.
Yes, absolutely. She's giving me these eyes and I'm like, yes.
Resolution of
Yes, I'm going to,
me,
yes.
Stephanie, serving as the chair, and Stormy continuing
Absolutely.
as vice chair. So,
I thank you for your support. I appreciate your
So
continued.
I will move that we elect Stephanie Carter as our advisory board chair and Stormy Stanford as
Stanford, yeah.
Yep, duh.
You're good. You're
Wake
fine.
up, Barbara, as the vice chair.
okay, do we have a second to this motion?
I'll second.
All right, we have a motion and a second to approve Stephanie Carter and Stormy Stanford as the chair and vice chair respectively. All those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Opposed, say nay. Motion carries. One last thing, we have a newly appointed liaison to the Friends of the Library that we need to elect today. Do we have a motion for that?
I'm exhausted. Thank goodness, Robert's Rule of Law. Thank goodness I did high school debate, people. I move that we, I guess, elect Barbara.
Elect or appoint.
Or appoint Barbara Winburn as the Friends of the Library liaison from.
I'm so sorry. I'm verifying that it's elect. I'm so sorry.
I don't know if it actually does say in the language of it, does it actually say, let me see.
It'd be down in 9,
Let me look at it.
I'm in 9.
way back.
Section 4, there we go.
It says.
It says the chairs of the standing committees is appointed. If that makes any help. That's under committees.
No, a liaison from the board will be elected in the board's last quarterly. Okay, so elected.
That's what I thought.
So I move that we elect Barbara Winburn to be the, whatever, what are you gonna be? A liaison to the Friends of the Library Board.
We have a motion. Do we have a second?
I'll second.
Debbie seconds. So we have a motion and a second to elect Barbara Winburn as the official liaison from the board to the Friends of the Library. All those in favor?
Aye.
Hey, Barbara.
All opposed?
Thank you, Barbara.
Say nay.
Sure.
And the motion passes. Great job, guys. All right, the only thing we have left to talk about is future meeting, and we are all done for this year, guys.
January.
Another year. God, that makes me so sad.
So we are now looking at January. Does anyone know if the city is closed?
We're not
any
closed on
days?
the 5th.
We're not closed on the 5th. So our normal meeting time is the first Monday of the month. So that would be January 5th at 10:30. Is that good for everyone? Okay. So our next meeting will be January 5th at 10:30 a.m. here in this room.
Okay.
And is there anything else anyone needs to discuss? Okay, do we have a motion to adjourn our meeting?
I'm not doing it.
I'll move to adjourn.
And do we have a second?
I'll second.
Thank you, Debbie. We have a motion and a second to adjourn. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. This meeting is adjourned at 11:12 a.m.
Y'all, that was a record.
Aye.
We have never gone that long.
That's our